cause no witness, cold ending. As I proceed to gripping wood wheel and corner bending. Now it's the last sentence, last word of your ending. No pretending, I don't fabricate or fantasize. Before I execute, I meditate and strategize. Sing your mama roses, hold the pain of passerby. I get the bread, that's the only way I'm pacified.
Carolina born from a Carolina breed. Welcome to Carolina where them boys stack cheese.
What it is, man, it's your boy Yadda, man. It's a sweet podcast, man. Hey, dog, I'm humble. You already know, dog, I be humble. Because I don't be getting no bullshit guests, you know what I'm talking about? Dog, I am humble, man. Hey, I got my partner, man. Brandon Chapman. Dog, I call him B-Fat.
Better known as Fat.
On the Sweet Podcast, I got my other partner.
Sock, what up, what up?
Man,
always.
It's sound wisdom examining everyone's perspective, man. Holla at your boy, man. We coming at you like this right here today. We gonna talk about basically the who, what, when, where, and why for the contractor business. And then we gonna slide into, you know what I mean, this other endeavor you got.
This other thing, you know what I'm saying, you got popping off.
That's popping off, you know what I'm saying? That Killumbia, you know what I'm saying? So we gonna talk to you about basically the origins and the mix shit, you know what I'm saying? The mixtape, however you want to play it, you know what I'm saying? You want to talk about it? Anything you got going on with the music tip, you know what I mean? Feel free.
How much take y'all got?
No,
What you
we
need?
can
How much film y'all got?
And
We
what
can run
you
it.
need, bro.
This ain't no network,
That's
bro.
word.
We let it run, bro. The real must be heard.
Sweet.
It is what it is, man. Well, I'm you know, to most of the world, man, it's Mr. Bigman in the flesh.
There it is.
Mr. Bigman, Killumbia.
Mr.
To the corporate world, like my partner said, it's Brandon Chapman.
There it is.
You know what I'm saying? To my music fans, it's B-Fast. What's happening? You know
Yes,
what I
sir.
mean? So,
Yes, sir.
which one we gonna start with, Brandon?
Let's start with Brandon.
All right.
There we go. Let's start with Brandon.
All right. My name is Brandon Chapman.
Yeah,
I am
yeah.
president of BNC Associates.
All right.
Located here in Killumbia, South Carolina. We are a full-service property maintenance and management company.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
We've been in business now for 27 years.
27, tell them again now.
This is a proud family-owned business. Like we was talking about off camera, I am privileged to be in what our community seems to kind of miss. I am in what's called generational wealth.
Generational wealth.
That's the business.
I'm in the middle of generational wealth.
Okay. Go ahead and explain that real fast for the listeners who might not partake. I mean exactly what you're speaking on right now.
Basically, when I was about 8 or 9 years old, my father was a solicitor, or assistant solicitor for the solicitor's office here in Killumbia. He was terminated from that position, and this was in a time. This is like in the '80s, in a time where, like, you know, crack is hitting hard. It's shit going on.
That's
you know
right.
what I'm saying?
Times change.
And most of your black fathers are kind of like running for the hills because they just can't take the pressure. You know what I'm saying? And they leaving the households left and right. So at a time where most of my friends were kind of like experiencing that, my pop stayed down. And he was like, nah, I ain't going nowhere. Not only am I not going nowhere, but I'm not going to allow another person to put my family in this type of position again. And from that particular moment, he started his own business, and it started out as janitorial. And you know, when you're young and you just out here doing your own thing, you go through a lot of different. Yeah. I call them a lot of different transitions in life. You know what I'm saying? And you know, if you come from where we come, you know that shit can move like a movie. You know what I'm saying? And along me finding out the importance of ownership, the importance of generational wealth, the importance of establishing something for your children.
Yes.
On that route, you know, I indulged in all types of things. You know what I'm saying? I done ran the street. I done been heavy in that. I did the music thing.
Yeah.
I've been heavy in that. I did a whole lot of other things that we talked about on camera that we gonna leave on camera. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, but along the way, you know what I'm saying, I successfully graduated from Benedict. A lot of people don't know. I actually went to school for criminal justice because I thought I was gonna be a lawyer. So I indulged in that. You know, my boss had a criminal, so I was like, yo, I'm gonna be a defense attorney. You know what I'm saying? I know enough cats out here. We all doing a lot of things out here. I can eat off this too. So, you know, I indulged in that, and when I got out of school, I actually graduated with honors. I had a real high GPA. All I had to do was take the LSAT. Probably could have been went to any law school in the country. But that message on ownership started to kind of like echo. That message of freedom, being able to, you know, get up and leave the office when you get ready to. Just to be able to do certain things, like, you know, like I said, you know, my son is heavy into the point fighting karate world or whatever. And, you know, a lot of times when he was coming up and I had to go to school in the middle of the day, I didn't have to explain that to anybody because, you know, I was in a company where I was the boss. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have to. I don't even put in 2 weeks notice to do what? To get 2 days off now.
Exactly. Nah, I'm telling you how many days I'm getting off.
I'm just not coming today. You know what I mean? So when I started to realize that was a little bit more important than dollar signs and monetary value at the moment, I began to really kind of like dedicate myself to what the company does, the craft. I began to get better. I began to get more licensing. Like I said, not too long ago, I just got my general contracting license. So that put me into the commercial field. So that I'm able to. I appreciate it.
That's real big right there.
I'm able to take on larger contracts.
Listen, man, this man is giving a lot of wealth right now.
That's what it is. And just being able to be around business as a young man, I've actually been able to conduct my whole life like that. Everything is kind of like a business mindset. Everything is kind of like military minded. It's structured.
I was going to kind of allude to that, not really to cut you off, man, but I just wanted to point this out. That entrepreneurial spirit has been there. You just had to find a way to channel it into you know what I mean, the right way. Granted, you got talents to be able to do other things. You feel what I'm saying? But the entrepreneurial spirit was implanted. Like you say, it was echoing. When you said it, it kind of it resonated different with me. I thought to myself, like, really, his pops planted a seed and it started growing.
Right. And that's exactly
what happened. You know what I mean? Like,
that's exactly what happened.
It started to grow.
That's exactly what happened. You know, it's like being in a room full of like motivating people. You know what I'm saying? Even if you ain't really listening, like energy. You know what I'm saying? You had another OG on the show not too long ago. My boy Chris Z. Shout out to Chris Z. And he was talking about energy. You know what I'm saying? It's the only thing that can't be destroyed or maintained. It just be transferred. So if you're around that constantly, you ain't gonna get shot. You know what I'm saying? How you ain't? You know what I'm saying? Still, exactly. Still sharp. Still. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
So that's.
I done got to the point, man. Like now. You can even ask Leo this. I don't kick it with too many people because I done got to the point where I want to kick it with people where even when we like kicking it and chilling, it's still a conversation about how we can get the bag. Like still. It don't even matter. Like it don't even matter. It's fun. It's still fun to have this conversation while we do whatever we do.
Most definitely. Like I said,
you know what I mean? But it's still fun and like you said, being around that type of energy kind of helps you prepare and turn your situation, you know what I mean, into a positive.
But that was just like a podcast we had before. We was talking about, man, you know, look at the people you surround yourself with to see, you know what I'm saying, if you're not a successful person. Look at the people you surround yourself with. The energy you surrounding yourself, you know what I'm saying, the energy you let into your body, because you around all these people that aren't motivated to do anything,
Yeah.
even though you motivated to do something.
You sure right.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
a whole lot harder. It's a whole lot harder. Let me say this right here. It's a whole lot harder to get anything off the ground when you around a whole bunch of people that either want to A, laugh at everything, or B, see everything as so hard of a challenge that it's far-fetched and you will never be able to attain it. You know what I mean? Like, those two things is really like pollution to anybody who has an imagination to try to attain better or be successful in anything in life. You can't fall for that. Do not fall for that.
Well, that brings up like my what you call, you militaries, what you call them things, like when you got that letter, you got like a word and there's letters in each letter means something.
Or like Foxtrot Alpha.
Yeah, like
alphanumeric.
But like say for example, like the word aim. Aim means
okay, like
you know what I mean?
I know what you mean. Acronyms.
Yeah.
Acronyms.
Like, this is my acronym for success.
Okay.
This is how I'm pretty much driven about this stuff.
Okay.
And you gotta understand this. In order for you to get anywhere close to being success, I'm gonna break it down for you. Get your pen and paper.
There it is.
Take your time.
Gang,
You go and listen.
Facts, if you success now.
If you don't, if you ain't got the paper, shit on YouTube. Take your finger.
Rewind it back.
Put that shit back.
There it is.
Success. SUCCES.
Yes.
Get them with that your education, huh?
I got the spelling right.
That's word.
SUCCESS.
Yeah.
There it is.
Word.
Here we go.
Education.
Word.
The first S is for sacrifice.
Bomb.
No. The first S is for struggle.
Struggle.
Right.
Appropriate.
In order for you to be successful, you're going to have to understand that there will be a struggle.
Okay.
Struggle.
If you ain't ready for the struggle, you ain't ready to be successful.
You're not going to be successful.
You're not going to be successful.
That's word.
I like where we going.
First one, struggle.
Struggle.
The U is for a couple of different things. But the first one is unmovable.
Unmovable.
You have to be unmovable in your pursuit of success.
Word.
You also have to be unique. Okay?
Just in case you want.
Just in case.
Yeah.
You have to be unique.
Okay. You is very important.
All right? You is very important.
Word.
You got unique and unmovable.
Word.
All right? This first C is for character.
Character.
If you ain't worth a shit, you probably ain't gonna be successful.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
This is key.
Okay, matter of fact, not only is it key, but it's one of the most, but it's one of the most is it not?
Yeah.
Like it's the one that people most like overlook the most.
I like where we going.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
man.
character.
I'm digging it.
All right. Now, we got another
Let's
C, right? Now,
Let's see.
let me go to my mindset because I can't remember what the other C was. It was character, challenge. You got to be willing to take the challenge, accept the challenge, be ready to roll with the challenge.
Word.
All right.
Almost like you got your nose up and your chest out, ready for anything.
Any and everything.
Anything.
Now we're gonna have to.
Word.
We're gonna have to go to my. We have to go to my notes here because see, off camera we was doing some things.
You can tell you've already been through the steps.
That's
so,
right.
You know what I'm saying? He done already achieved that
go
success.
back.
So
Yeah.
You got to go back.
No. All right. Now, the second C, we said challenge, and it also means chances.
Chance. Okay.
You got to take chances.
Yeah, take chances now.
If you don't take no chances, how you gonna? It's like this is what I tell people. Chances is like it's like you thinking you gonna win the lottery and you ain't bought a ticket.
That's word. You ain't take a chance.
You ain't take no chance.
Yeah, man.
All right. The E is for expect.
Expect.
On the road, boy, you better expect the unexpected.
You better expect that.
You better expect the storms to come from all over the goddamn place.
Now that's some army shit.
Yeah.
Expect the unexpected.
Well, you gotta have you gotta have a military mindset to do
you
this.
You better be able to keep your head on swivel, man.
Alright.
That's what was told to me.
Be able to adapt.
The first S in the last set of S's was that word we said when we first started out. Sacrifice.
Sacrifice.
The bigger the sacrifice, the bigger the success. I can guarantee that.
So we got
the bigger the sacrifice, the bigger the success.
That's awesome right there, man.
Yeah.
And the last S in success, another one that's mostly overlooked, is satisfied. Never be satisfied.
Word.
Never be satisfied.
There it is.
Word.
There it is.
Word.
Hey, there it is. Just hit it. Grab your finger.
Go ahead. Sound wisdom, examining everyone's perspective, man. That's what we do on Tuesdays and Thursdays, right?
That's what we do.
That's what we do now.
That's what we do now.
Hey, be fat. Brandon Chapman gave y'all the acronym for success. You can rewind in black, like you said, you know what I'm saying? You can jot it down, however you want to go about it.
There it is.
I like the way it went.
That's word. That's word.
There it is. There it is.
If you follow those, man, you should be successful. If you're not, you're not.
That goes along with everything the podcast is about, man.
That's word.
That's it.
That's word.
That's it.
All right, man. We gonna let's transition right here, man. We about to talk about that Killumbia.
That Killumbia.
Killumbia.
Those out there in YouTube world, that's what they waiting on.
That's what they. Y'all on your cups.
Yeah, word.
Bomb Bigelow, man. Hey,
y'all
we
trying
back
to
in this
thing
thing
another
man.
Way, man.
Man, no, man, we just sipping, man. That peach, that peach drink. We ain't even gonna say peach. Whatever. You know what it is? I am gonna say it, man. It's peach crown, man. That's what I can drink.
Hey,
man.
so you know what that mean, right? Crown, holla at my boy.
Yeah, they go.
We need a sponsorship.
Keep it 100 with your bro.
We need a
I'm
sponsorship.
sipping crowns and I don't know what
They just saying
coming from Mr. Bigman now, you know what I'm saying? I ain't boasting nothing but 35 million views.
There it is.
That's word.
I ain't boasting nothing but 35
There it
million.
is.
That's word.
Well, hey, check this right here, man.
Let them have to send his goons out now.
We was gonna speak on the Mr. Bigman, man. That's what this transition thing
Exactly.
is. Shout out to my dog, Big Paul. We ain't trying to leave you out of nothing. You know, I'm trying to get you on, man. We
Killumbia.
Charles fall through. Yeah. Salute to you. Action videos, man. That's my dog, man. We definitely gonna get him on the camera, man. Word. Oh shit. Let's talk about this Killumbia thing, man. I'm trying to get a little bit more comfortable, man. Get the mic out my face. First, this is what I want to talk. All right, now we played football together back in drill.
Right.
I don't remember you coming out the drama class. I don't remember you coming out of like, you know what I mean?
I had no time to playing ball, then.
I ain't trying. Oh, okay. I guess that's
I did hear
you doing weightlifting.
He was in that Shakespeare to them brawls now.
I'm telling you what that was about.
Always been pimping. Back in the day. I'm a one-woman man now. Back in the day.
Okay. There it is. We gonna say it like that.
I'll give him that. I'll give it to him this one.
Alright. So we gonna say it like this right here. Bro. Alright, I know Paul, man. I know he probably came to you with a wholesome pitch. A wholesome pitch. It wasn't even like super extraordinary. It was probably like he can't
Actually, alright.
Okay.
Yeah, all right. Since we ain't got no time left.
No time limit.
Killumbia gonna have to start with B-Fats. All right. I had a nice run with the music. I jumped into music about 2003. And from about 2003 to about 2011, 2012, I kind of really was pushing it, especially the first 5-6 years. I mean, I released like 2 mixtapes, a full length, went back in the lab, I got like 2 more mixtapes, was features. I was traveling. I actually started getting checks from digital distribution. I really thought that I was really going all the way.
It's man. Indeed.
That's
I don't want to stop you off in your road because remember where you was at. But I want to say this right here. by you doing your thing, you was older than me, so I looked up to you. It's like, damn, it can be done. Because I knew ahead of me, like, you was doing shit I wasn't doing. You know what I mean? So I knew it was possible to be able to partake on another level.
Exactly.
My nigga, go ahead.
And you know what? Because you said that, man, I want to let y'all know, bro, that's all I ever wanted to do. Was remain solid and leave something. Some breadcrumbs, foot trails, anything that somebody can say, you know what? Man, I saw Fats doing this shit, and it wasn't no bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It was something that you could hold on to and say, you know what? I don't care if it wasn't nothing but a drop in a bucket to me. You know what I'm saying? It was something that inspired.
I remember what it was. It wasn't more so about you rapping to try to get clout in the neighborhood as much as you realizing you had a talent and you could profit off of it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that was the thing that made me.
Because I could have sold the clout.
Yeah,
I could have came in with the store. But exactly. And basically what ended up happening was, and my children got older, and I realized that time with them was kind of like more important because they were at that crucial age. I started to kind of like take a back seat towards actually recording and looking more so as script writing for videos. Or being in the studio or ghostwriting. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to kind of play the background. I wanted to keep my hands into it, but I ain't want my face to be
not being a limelight.
You know exactly. So I kind of like took a back seat to it, and you know, some years passed by. And speaking of which, what ends up happening with the music game is the shit ain't milk. It don't spoil. So just recently, I just dropped something on iTunes available. You know what I'm saying? The Book Back project is available on all major platforms.
Any Killumbia fans, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure if you do some nose scrubbing on the internet, you can come across them all Be Fat mixtapes.
That's right.
I'm pretty sure they're available. You know what I'm saying?
That piff that always held me down. It's still there. It's still there. So, you know, because I took that hiatus, I always recorded though. Even though I didn't put nothing out, I stayed recording. And I mean, shit, right now, cause between us and the sweet fans, well, I got enough to drop every quarter for about the next 2 years. I mean, like straight up. I'm talking about, like if we talking EPs, I can get you every quarter for a minute.
I'm talking about dropping on the
I'm talking about dropping, so it ain't going nowhere.
See, but that's the one thing about it, man. It's kind of almost like, hey, look, like, fame don't come to everybody. So it's like when you get your sit back and you get your opportunity, you know how they say 15 minutes? Man, you better take that 15 minutes, and run with it, man, and try to expand that shit out to 30 minutes, 40 minutes, an hour. Because being honest with you, man, like I say, you getting your foot in the door, so that's already giving you access to more shit than other people, you know what I'm saying?
Big said something in an interview one time. He said the key in this whole industry is treating everything like it's your very first project. Make sure I never
every time.
And I'm not a real big fan. I think Big is the most overrated rapper in history. That's another subject. Now I know there's some people out there that want to slaughter me for that, but you know it's the same way. Well, I mean, it is what it is. But you know, we talking about a man with 2 albums. Now.
It is.
I mean, it is what it is. But I'll never forget that, and that's why, you know, everything that I've ever done, I always treat it like it's my very first thing. I'm hungry, I want it, you know, and that's how I've been able to always put out what I feel like has always been a good product, whether it be movie, acting, whatever, the music, you know, whatever.
But let's transition into Killumbia.
Right. So go ahead and start that thing on, my bad.
While we
go ahead and start that Killumbia. You got anything you want to say about the Killumbia part first?
Well, shit, like I said, I want to hear that, you know, how the order, how did Brandon Chapman, you know what I'm saying,
become Mr. Big.
That's what I want to know. Like, how you get into it, you know what I'm saying?
Well, like I said,
you didn't get on to what episode, you know what I'm saying?
My first scene is like episode 3, I think.
Episode 3.
Right. Well, like I was saying, I took you through the music, Because when I was doing the music, the gentleman that was shooting my videos was I Shoot Videos. Big PA.
Yes.
He also did a movie called Trapped Out. YouTube fans, make sure y'all go look up Trapped Out. That was his very first Trapped Out. Make sure you check out that Trapped Out. That's right. I'm in Trapped Out.
Damn, he did Trapped Out.
Hollywood Kobe. You know what I'm saying? But anyway,
okay.
So that's how our relationship, you know what I'm saying, formed and blossomed and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? That's how
you saw your talent too.
Exactly. So he comes to me about Killumbia. Now at the time, I'm not a big TV watcher.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Empire and power and all that shit. I'm trying to build my own empire.
Exactly.
So I'm trying to enforce my own power.
I ain't got time for that shit.
I really ain't tuned into that. So I didn't even. I wasn't really aware.
One time, boy, I ain't even gonna get into that. But okay, yeah, you're right. Yeah, I ain't even I really wasn't into The Wire when The Wire was popping. Yeah.
You know, like I said, I just never really been into them things like that.
I even had HBO at the time, you know.
But I knew it. You know what I'm saying? I knew what it was. I seen a couple little pics of it and whatnot.
Yeah.
So when PA comes to me about the Killumbia project, at first I'm like, nah, bro, I don't even want to.
Okay.
I'm trying to find a backseat.
I ain't trying to be in the spotlight.
He like, look, come to the crib, watch one episode.
Bro.
I go to the crib, I watch the episode. I said, nigga, you got The Wire. I was like, oh shit. I was like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, bro, this. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, you really got something right here. I was like, yo, man, let me, I mess with it. And the next thing you know, I got a reoccurring role and they have billed me as being one of the main characters. By the time you get to season 3, it actually spins to the point where you actually feel like Mr. Bigman is the king of it all.
That's what I'm saying.
I ain't gonna lie, man.
Takes over the series.
You know, Urkel the show.
I watched.
I'm telling you now.
Straight up, man.
Word.
And it's been cool, you know.
Nah, I say this right here though, like when I started watching this show, and then I came up on your scene, bro. You a natural dog.
That's word.
Like it ain't even
That's
like
the first thing I see too now.
It ain't like trying hard or he trying to act or I can't get into his character or maybe this ain't him in real life. Like dog, if you could play any role, like this role right here, I feel like it's like perfect for you to get your like one of your debut like roles and the people really tune their eyes into what you got going on because the talent is obvious, dog. And ain't no telling where you can go from here. I like the fact that you had your eyes open enough and willing enough to accept the fact that, man, you know what, I might possibly have this talent. Let me give it to the world.
Exactly. Well, it's just like I said, you know, it's about treating everything like it's an opportunity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like you can, you know, you can wait. Like it's like with the podcast. Like y'all can sit here and say, yo, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna get us a couple cups. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna send us a microphone. We're gonna make shit look cool because some other people doing it or something.
Yeah.
Or you could be like, yo, bro, this is what I really want to do. Like I'm really like, bro, y'all really doing this.
Word.
Like it's nothing fabricated about this. Like, yo, this is organic. It feels right. It looks good. You're going about it the right way.
Appreciate
you know what I'm saying? I've watched other episodes. They run smooth.
Appreciate it.
Yo, man, y'all tune in to this.
And he supported real life by buying a shirt.
Yo,
this ain't no just fluff.
That's for real.
You know I'm talking about this man straight up supported by purchasing the shirt.
Man,
like,
listen.
This is real talk, man. I appreciate that right there.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I've gotten that compliment a lot, and I always respond to it the same way. It's like, look, when the dude turned the camera on, even though it ain't, we just grinding, it ain't no checks, you know what I'm saying? We grind, we trying to get to a check. I'm treating that shit like I just signed for 20 million to do this. Because one day, I'm gonna sign for 20 million to do one.
Like you said, that's all part of your mantra and your acronym.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
need to believe that.
Why even have that code, you know what I'm saying, of honor, where if you ain't following it yourself.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So, you know, it's Killumbia has been a wild ride, and it's while we were filming Killumbia, and this is kind of like one of the stories, one of the backdrop stories. I was actually doing double duty. I was at my office to check on the crew, but I was also there to film a scene.
Okay.
2 young guys rolled up on me, pulled pistols. They're like, give me everything out your pocket.
Yeah.
Now, y'all know me.
Yeah.
I'm from another area. I'm like,
Word.
nah, bro. You know what I'm saying? You ain't taking nothing out of my pocket. Like, you know, don't get the look fucked up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just look like this. Like, you know, it ain't going down like that. And make a long story short, one of them hit me with a hot one. Hit me in my femoral artery. You know what I'm saying? I'm bleeding out. Gets in the truck, pulls out. I try to run the little niggas over at first. You know what I'm saying? Till I realize
like I need to
get in my office, like right around the corner from the hospital.
Man.
So I tries to get there, lose all my energy.
Night them boys, I'm telling you.
I get out. Exclusive. I get out. I flag this lady down. I won't mention her name because she contacted me years later on some like real like humble. She didn't, you know, she just wanted to let me know it was her. But she knows that if she ever hit a hard spot in life, she got a phone call. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So this lady, you know who you are. I appreciate you. She actually pulled over. She grabbed my phone. She called my brother Big Kel. And this nigga, my family know this nigga don't answer the phone never. That night he picked up the phone. He was on time.
It was just something.
It was on time.
It was God,
but luckily, man, I was able to survive that.
That's word.
And when something like that happens to you, man, when you realize that your life was almost ended by somebody else's hands, it makes you realize how valuable life is.
Yes, sir.
And like because of that incident, like I got a severe anxiety problem. Like, I got anxiety, you know what I'm saying? I know that I have a severe anxiety problem because everything is a rush. Everything is like boom, because I understand what it is to be waking up in the morning, everything good, and before midnight you fighting for your life. You know what I'm saying? And that, you know, that's also a message to all my young listeners out there. Hey man, put them guns down. Stop that bullshit.
It's a show now.
Because I'm here to tell you, you don't want that bright light shining over you with 10 people around you, you breathing through a plastic mask, and they telling you about to go under and you may or may not live.
That's word.
This ain't where you want to be fighting for your life. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you some real OG shit.
That's real.
You know what I mean?
That's word.
So, you know,
or even in that courtroom fighting for your life.
You don't want that. You know what I'm saying? You don't want that. You know what I mean? Because
that's real life.
Because your life is literally in somebody else's hands.
Like I said,
you understand?
It's entertainment. Like I said, don't look at it like, man, I should be living my life like I want to be Mr. Big. Nah, man, you want to be like Brandon Chapman. That's what you want.
Yeah, you want to be like BNC associate.
Exactly.
Don't get it twisted.
Don't ever get it twisted, man. Don't get fooled by the character, man. Be the real person.
That's
right. You know what I'm saying? That's what you want to aspire to.
That's more important.
That's
even very important. More important. But I ain't gonna lie, man. I want to speak on the fact that you was willing to say like, put the guns down after this situation, man, because I feel like a lot of kids feel like, I ain't gonna say kids, but I feel like a lot of cats when you younger feel like you get some type of validation or you get some type of vindication from popping somebody when you young, you know what I mean, and you try to do a robbery. I'm gonna tell you like this right here, man. Any grown man, dog, that get out here and grind for theirs or work for theirs, they look at a nigga that's doing a robbery, dog, like you was the weakest link, bro.
Like on the real, like God,
really the weakest link,
God saved both of them cats' life.
Word.
Because usually I'm strapped.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like on the real, God was with them 2 young men.
Word.
Because the minute that nigga caught this gun, him and his partner would have been dead.
Yeah.
Like any other night, he'd have been dead. You know what I'm saying? And I'd have been in church Sunday morning trying to repent for it. Listen, the decisions you make don't affect just you.
You sure right.
The decisions you make don't affect just you.
You sure right.
That brought that statement to life for me because I'm looking at my father, 70 years old, at a time where usually a young man is taking care of his father.
Yes, yes.
I'm looking at this man tossing and turning on a cot because his son laying in the bed, shot.
In pain.
He had nothing to do with that.
Yeah, right.
Why he had to sit there for that?
I mean, that's one of the worst things in the world.
You know what I'm saying?
Father, you know that.
On the real, I tell everybody this. The bullet, the surgeries, the packing process, the pain, all of that came with that wasn't nowhere near close of the pain I had to see on my loved one's face.
Damn.
Coming to visit me.
Man.
And niggas know, like
I
I got people highly invested in my life. I got an army, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like everybody, like it wasn't like not one person that didn't feel something by that.
But that also gave you the strength, though. You seeing that pain,
oh,
you know
man,
what?
oh man.
You already know when you in that state of mind, you sitting back thinking
man.
I can't pass away right now.
Bro.
Because, man, I can't leave my little one like that. I can't have this pain on my daddy.
They say
it's like, man.
They say the thought of them saved my life.
Damn son, you know what I'm saying?
The thought of them, I'm laying on the concrete.
Yeah.
And this is really how the conversation went between me and the Most High. I said, listen, I can't go out here like this tonight. So if you sending that man for me, I hope you fed him. Go be back. This is the conversation that I had on the concrete. And all I could see was my 3 children's face.
That's that real conversation, right?
That's a real conversation that's really damaging.
That's word.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a partner that's a state trooper. His friend, his ex-partner got hit the same way. Died in 45 seconds. I was out there for 7 minutes.
You know, Sean Taylor died off that same thing.
Wow.
He got robbed. When he got robbed, the safety for the
So-
Redskins instead died off that.
Believe me.
That's
major
a major artery that runs.
Oh, that's major, bro. That's one of your biggest muscles right there. I'm telling you, bro.
That is your biggest muscle, but I'm talking about that.
And to this day, that happened May 17th, 2017. 2 years later, I still got to get an ultrasound every single year.
Man,
just to make sure that ground.
Being a soldier.
No doubt. Like you said though, but when you got that kind of support system that I got, my recovery was supposed to be in 6 months. I was golfing in 3.
Yeah,
that's word.
I was golfing in 3.
I'm gonna get
when I had to learn how to walk all over again, I was golfing in 3 months.
Yeah.
And they told me my full recovery would have been 6.
Yeah.
So that support, man, thank you to my whole family, friends, Killumbia cast, everybody, fans, everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
Because that's how I bounce back from that. But that show, like I said, man, everything that's happened to me up until that point made me look at everything back then, look at everything presently, and look at everything for what it will be in the future. And it is always, it's
like a fork in the road.
It's
just like a pinpoint.
It's just made me more serious about life in general because I know.
So I would say this, like from knowing you from a while, I say, like you always been aggressive. You always been an aggressive attacker. So now, with that happening and that situation happening where you kind of was out of control for a minute, and you had to humble yourself, and then you like in that humbling moment, that strength came when you was able to get back on your feet. Now you got that same aggressiveness, you got that same mentality, but it's channeled in a different way. You feel me?
My brother Kale told me he has a saying, man. Some things require force, some things require finesse.
Yeah.
And it brought that home for me.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Like you said, that aggressiveness, like I done always thought I was a gorilla. Like, you know, like I ain't had to walk around broadcasting it. I ain't had to walk around flashing with it, but I always felt like, yo, if some shit happened in my yard, bro, I'm a silverback about this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like this ain't what you want. You know what I mean? But even the gorilla got to take his time when he peeling the banana. You know what I'm saying?
Already.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like when things happen in your life, you learn from them and you evolve, and that's what it do.
That's a beautiful thing.
It helps you balance that.
Yeah.
It helps you balance that aggression with. It helps you play chess. Like every move ain't what you need to do right now. You know what I'm saying?
That's a valuable move.
I tell my son, The most gangster thing in the world is knowing what you're capable of and not doing it.
That's word. Holding back. Restraint.
Like that's the most like bro, I believe like I'm a real life motherfucking gangster. Like I believe this.
That's word.
You know what I'm saying? But the most gangster thing is knowing, like, bro. Even when the police came to the hospital to get this statement, I like told him literally. I said, look, I said there's some situations that even if I wanted to call the dogs off, I couldn't. So this is up to you all how you want to play this. They never came back.
Yeah.
Like I never even got a phone call back.
Yeah.
Straight up.
But like I said, it's about control and balance.
But like I was telling you, me and Yadda had a conversation, you know, this wasn't even necessarily on the podcast, it was on some man-to-man stuff. Like, pride, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, maturing and stuff, because you realize, like, man, a lot of times, man, people just do stuff because they feel, like, slighted, man, like their pride's been hit. You know what I'm saying? You got too much pride.
You know what I realized on some man shit? As you achieve success, right? People below you are the only ones who gonna try you on some man shit.
That's word.
Yeah. And I don't know where the origin might be. It might be jealousy. It might be the fact that you got better than them. You better off. You living a better life. This is that and the third. But I realized, bro, through our conversation, that's why I had. But through our conversation, I realized, bro, that the only people that will challenge you is people below you. Because anybody above what you got going on, if they real about their situation, they gonna do what they can to help you get on their level.
Exactly.
Word. Because once you get to a certain level of success, you good.
You good.
You dig what I'm saying? So you start looking at shit like, you know what? Let me see what I can do.
That's surrounding yourself.
You know why? You know why that's so true?
Huh?
Because it was a statement made for that. The elephant don't swat fleas.
Damn.
That's word.
Damn.
You see what I'm saying? It was a statement made for that. The elephant don't swat
You don't
fleas.
waste his time. You don't waste his time.
Word.
I
ain't never heard that, but you dropped the heavy one over just now because I ain't never heard it. Damn.
Elephant don't swat fleas. What the fuck? I didn't even feel that motherfucker. Like you think he even feel it? Like, wow. I'm a couple hundred tons.
That's word.
You ain't even a gram.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
But that's where lies where the whole sweet podcasting lies, man. Yeah. It's almost like, man, just put yourself in that elephant mind frame. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Where you sit back and like, hey, look, man, I might not be there yet, but if I got that mind frame to struggle and strive, to have like do your acronyms of success and sit back and down, bro, you gonna sit back and you gonna get to that point. Yeah. And you gonna realize like, damn, man, I done made it. You know what I'm saying? Because my mindset was strong enough to do that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That's what he trying to do.
The biggest handcuff on people is fear.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's the biggest handcuff on people.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And y'all did a podcast too, and failure to plan.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all did that one on planning. You know what I'm saying? Most people got that old saying. You know what I'm saying? Most people got that don't plan to fail.
Yeah,
they fail to plan.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? That's all it is too. You got to have some kind of plan out here, man. And once you got a plan, like I said, man, you got to be unmovable about it.
Damn right.
You got to be unmovable about it.
And
chances, man.
Like I was saying on that podcast, I remember speaking on that specifically, man. Don't focus on plan B. Focus about having a plan A that's so official. That's right. I'm talking about you done thought about all the phases, so it's implemented in your plan A. You understand what I'm saying? Like we really trying to within your plan A, you gotta have flexibility and adaptability to that situation to negotiate that obstacle, man. You know that's exactly what that is right now.
That's one that I've learned is Brandon, being in the business world. You know, I do quite a bit of work for University of South Carolina.
Shout out Gamecocks, man. Shout out Gamecocks.
Most definitely not. Killumbia.
That's a whole other podcast.
But we Killumbia, them Clemson fans.
That's a whole other podcast. That's a whole other podcast. That's a whole other podcast.
I'm a Clemson fan. It is what it is, man. I done step myself out the bag.
But see, you like winners.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You like winners.
Yeah.
Okay, you like winners.
I feel you make me sound like a bandwagon.
No. It's nothing. Listen.
Well, you can't say that about Gamecock fans. You damn sure can't say that.
All I'm gonna say is this. And I'm gonna leave it just like this. All right, because that's a whole nother podcast.
There it is.
There's no way, shape, form, or fashion, and no excuse for you to be in the same state with a school that has been to the national championship 5 times, and this past year your ass ain't won 5 games.
Hey,
there's no excuse for that.
Be fair, but I'm gonna tell you this right here, bro. You got a controversial stance on a lot of shit. Now I'm talking about from the biggest shit to this shit right here, right? Bro, you might want to start a podcast.
No.
This is the biggest future, man. This is the biggest might drop a podcast.
Whatever y'all want to take one of them topics, just let me know and I'll come back.
Hey, you need to come back.
Y'all got the podcast. I don't know. I'm gonna stick to the act.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stick to the act. I'm gonna let y'all run the podcast. Anytime you want me to come, if you want to do Jordan and LeBron,
you ready?
I'm ready.
You ready?
You want to do Biggie? I'm ready.
You ready?
Any controversial statement that I haven't made, and what you gotta understand about me is, I'm not one of them opinionated.
Yeah.
I'm a fact
guy.
I'm a fact guy.
Yeah.
You know, because
I consider myself a realist too.
I'm a fact guy.
consider myself a realist too. Hey, look, man.
So,
hey, look, I'm gonna call it how I see.
Facts.
So you know, but dang, man, we jumped off so good. This is a good episode.
Yeah,
absolutely.
But we trying to do that, man. I appreciate that too.
You know, I guess I was saying, man, everything is just about just being serious about whatever you're doing. You know what I'm saying? That's basically the nuts and bolts of it all.
Right.
You know, with the acting in Killumbia, you know, Killumbia has grown organically to 35 million views.
Man, that shit done got big.
I mean, it is. I mean,
35 million.
I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, literally.
And if you hadn't checked it out and you checking this podcast out, you gotta check it out.
You gotta
YouTube.
Even if you ain't on no gangster stuff, man, being honest, it's quality. It's not cheaply done. Like you say, it's quality.
I'm gonna tell you something Leo said while we was watching it, because we kind of started watching it at the same time. What stood out to him was the camera shot. Like the way the shit is shot is like if you was playing the corner in the club watching shit go down type shit or something. Like you getting to peep the shit. So the way they got it shot,
Charles,
really y'all acting the music like it's not music from Atlanta. It's music from Columbia. So when you hear that shit, like you really getting the vibe with it.
And that's another thing. It's really representing the city.
It does. It's really,
like
you know, for a long time, even when I was grinding with the music, you would hear that so much. A lot of your A&Rs, a lot of your labels didn't really want to mess with anything here because that's what they would say. Oh, it just sounds like something from Atlanta. Why I'm gonna get something from South Carolina when I can go get it from Atlanta? You know what I'm saying? But Killumbia has embodied what South Carolina is. And you know as well as I know, South Carolina is different than any other place. Even North Carolina is in a couple of different ways.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even though we rock tight, you know what I'm saying, it's the Carolinas, but understand, South Carolina is its own flavor.
We got a different way of doing things. I'm gonna tell you like this right here. Without even talking about the whole schematics and everything, I'm gonna just say it like this right here. If you down the road, you not doing things the same way you doing off North Main.
Nah, you ain't.
You know what I mean?
You ain't. It's that different.
It's that different.
We're a small city, but
we not
different borough.
Down the road is different than the city.
Yeah, right.
Like the city.
Yeah, it's like you on your own different borough, just like
you know what I'm saying. But see, that's just like it's just like everywhere else. You got east side, south side, north side. You know what I'm saying? West side. You know what I mean? We could say that. You know, you could say down the road is south side. You could say you got west side, west hill. You know what I'm saying? North side is the city. You know what I'm saying? East side kind of. You know, you could do that, but you know we break it down in a different kind of way.
Exactly. We got our own vibe.
Just like Atlanta got zones. You know what I'm saying?
We got our own vibe.
Yeah, it's just different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Yeah,
but yeah, man.
So overall, let me say this right here. I'm all about speaking things into existence, right?
Right.
You already kind of stepped on that and said that a little bit as far as you want to get to 20 million. I just curious. I feel like you got talent, so the same way we'll be like, if we was in the locker room, we'll say something like, what college you would want to go to?
Yeah.
Right? I'm just curious. What show you feel like be fast to slide on real fast and make an impact?
It don't matter.
You feel like
And I feel like I'm gonna be honest with you because I've done one thing about being in a web series is that you get multiple times to practice and do this because it's episodes.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't like you on a movie set and you gonna record for this 3 months.
Yeah.
3-4 months, movie done, and you out. You know what I'm saying? Nah, bro. We've been at this 3 years.
Yeah.
Let me reword the question.
Okay.
So
what show would be fat? What show would fats?
What I want to do? What I want to do right
what
now?
Show would you want
to?
Show. I couldn't. I really couldn't
you
pick
say
a
you're not a
show.
big TV watcher.
I'm not a big TV watcher.
Anything
but-
that then pique your interest that you feel like.
Now, this is what I would say. If it was still around, I'd like to be on like Miami Vice.
You know what? Damn.
It's like one of them Killumbia. Something like that.
I was about to say this right here though. I feel like with the way Killumbia was doing their thing, you know what I mean? I feel like the way 50 moving, it'll be too easy for you to slide into like a co-star or star role.
I can see that.
What 50 got going on.
Like
what I would like to do
on ABC and stuff.
Right. But see, me, I've always looked at things like, okay, the reason why that role is easy, because I run a business during the day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I done been a boss for real. You know what I'm saying? It's not really that hard, but I feel like because the camera to me is no different than the microphone.
Work.
It's just on, you know what I'm saying? It's just visual, you know what I'm saying? As much as I done recorded, as much as I done been behind a microphone, it don't really mean
you're not
much.
nervous with that, it's natural.
Yeah, it's a natural thing. So any role that I could get that would be different than Mr. Bigman right now.
Oh, okay.
I would
okay.
like,
you want
I would like to transition because I feel like if somebody could see that. See, I'm thinking like, yo.
But see, I could actually see you on that new 50. I could actually see you on that new 50 show because, the show's about a guy who basically gets locked up and learns the law and then starts representing himself to get himself out. I can see you in a role on the show.
I could do a lawyer role. I would like to.
So that's why I can see
a lawyer role.
Stockbroker
or something like that. Yeah. Old Jordan Belfort.
I can see you in a comedy role. That's what everybody's saying.
I would like to do that. Yeah, I would like to do that.
I feel like you got some range.
I always like with comedy. I always thought I was kind of like an Anthony Anderson kind of like. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we can make that
little slick stuff. You know what I mean?
And fresh. Stay fresh.
So let me take it on another topic then. So like, where's Killumbia going? Where's Killumbia going now? You know what I'm saying? What's the future with it?
Yeah.
Man, give us some insight. Give us some behind the scenes.
Nothing that's gonna piss Paul off to the way
This is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do. Let me sip my tea. All right. Killumbia right now is in season 3.
Yeah.
We I think episode 7, 8. We're up in there somewhere.
Okay.
Season 3, episode 7, 8. We're at a pause because we're actually doing a Killumbia movie.
Oh, breaking news now.
Sweet podcast, exclusive.
All right. Now, that's the only exclusive information that I'm gonna give you.
Okay.
I'm not PA. I tell people all the time. Even though I play a chief in the show, I'm all about playing my position. I refer everything to PA. I think we as a people we don't understand how to do that enough.
Yeah. That's real.
Sometimes we have way too many chiefs and not enough Indians. And,
Damn
and,
right.
and
Damn
I'm
right.
all about.
Let me say this right here.
Let
me say this right here too.
Yeah.
That's honorable of you, dog. You value. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm telling you like that straight up. And that's a beautiful thing because you realize what his role and position is in the whole realm of things. But it also takes a leader to understand what type of leader to learn from.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So yeah, don't get the humbleness twisted up with being weak or nothing like that.
Exactly.
It's not nothing like that because on the podcast I want you to understand it's not a problem being a follower at a certain point in your life.
Exactly.
We just want to try to help people to transition into that leader role.
A real leader's gonna have leaders underneath him.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because he gotta have it broke down to where I need you to be able to lead.
Well, that's what a capo is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You like I said, bro, you gotta this thing, look, America has always been built on organized crime.
Mm-hmm.
That's what America is. Period.
Basically.
Period. You can say whatever you want to say. The most lucrative sport in America is NASCAR.
100.
You look up how NASCAR started, it was for motherfuckers racing during Prohibition time to get the liquor back. This is how NASCAR started.
Yeah.
This country is built on organized crime.
Yeah.
If you run your life like the mob, this is how this works.
Right.
Okay?
Gems.
This is how it works. Everybody can't be the family boss. Some people gotta be a cop.
You think Budweiser and all them ones got their start up, man?
Exactly. Some you gotta have dogs. You know what I'm saying?
Attack and be good at
It is what it is.
You know, ain't factual, just kind of throwing it out there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know how it is, man.
We keeping it real, but it ain't like that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
We ain't gonna do you like that, man.
Yeah.
You know me. You feel me? Yeah. Hey, man. Hey.
But it's some other exclusive information that's going on with Killumbia.
Word. That's what we know.
Like I said, you getting PA on the podcast.
Yeah, man. Hey, PA.
I'm gonna let him sweep that
up.
I'm
in your inbox, boy. You know I'm trying to get you on, boy.
Yeah.
Hey, you know how I look back, but hey.
Hey,
everybody
hit the sweep,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, other than that, from the minds of Charles P.A. Mills, we have Lil Skippy.
Okay.
Which is
which
we getting ready to start shooting at.
And you know
it's
what?
a horror film.
All right, we gonna keep a cliffhanger right here. Yeah. Lil Skippy. That's all we gonna give him. If you give a fuck, look it up. If you want to go to Facebook, you want to go to YouTube, you want to Google it, you want to holler at Charles Mills. Yeah, there you go. You can holler at any of that. But I want him to specifically talk about that because I feel like my man just gave us an exclusive, so we gonna just.
Word. That's it. Right. I mean, the gem, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But out there, that's all I wanted was a little teaser. That's all, you know what I'm saying?
Just something for sweet podcast members.
If you got an entrepreneurial mindset, you should be able to do this research anyway.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Look it up.
That's right. Look up everything. You know, and I feel like it's funny that y'all brought that up. But I feel like we wouldn't be in like the situations that we in as a country if we took more time to stop being so damn ignorant.
I mean, for real. Like good
Lord.
It's not a natural disaster going on. Why the hell all the toilet paper going? Why everybody buying up all the toilet paper?
You gotta stop.
God,
See, here's the thing.
Bro.
You can eat what the chef feeds you, or you can go in the kitchen and cook it yourself.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
Yeah.
You can't eat what they feed you all the time. I mean, like, Americans are so fucking ignorant right now that if the government came out right now and said the sky was purple, even though you can see it was blue, you would have people out here telling you right now it's purple.
We seem to talk about this on every podcast a little bit for about the last 3-4 weeks. This coronavirus, it needs to be spoke on. I definitely want to speak on it. But check this out.
Man, listen, y'all need to do one on the coronavirus and this D-Wade situation.
Hey, that's
a whole separate topic right there.
Hold on, man. Boy, B-Fast need a podcast, boy. I'm telling you. But hold on 1 minute. I want to wrap this up real fast. Let's wrap this up.
Word.
Alright, hey, this is Sweet Podcast. Every Tuesday and Thursdays, I got my dog B-Fat right here. Hey, I got my homeboy right here. My dog Sock. Hey.
I appreciate y'all.
Bro. Appreciate it, bro.
Real shit.
Appreciate it, brother. Hey, time went to be examining everyone's perspective, man. Every Tuesdays and Thursdays, man. If you want to holler at some real podcast type shit going on right here in South Carolina.
Elevate your mind, nah. That's what we trying to do.
We trying to open up your mind, man. It's your boy Yadda Dollar, man. My dog Salt, man. I got my boy Brandon Chapman. Be fast. What's the name of the business, real fast?
BNC Associates.
BNC Associates, man.
And check out Killumbia. Word. Check it out. You ain't checked it out. Check it out, man.
Word. Right now,
free.
Man.
You ain't gotta pay for this, man. Entertain yourself, man.
Check that out.
That's word, man. Hey, let's get it, man. Tuesdays and Thursdays. Bomb. Oh, let me say this right here. The Sweet Podcast, goddamn. This way you get the hip hop, the entrepreneurship, and inspiration. I felt like I needed to say that because I ain't saying that.
Look, man, give us some likes, man. Please subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Show a little love. Yeah,
that's
honestly, man. Like all we really trying to do is elevate. You know what I'm saying?
Another thing too. I want to say shout out to everybody who reached out to me on Facebook or Instagram and purchased the t-shirt, man. Because now we got something to do. We can buy a better camera. We can buy better mics. I don't know what we're going to do with the money yet, but best believe it's going to be invested back and towards the show to make this better. It might be the software. I don't know. We're going to do something to make this better. But I want to say appreciate y'all from the bottom of my heart, man. Real talk. This is one of the customers right here, man. My dog be fast about the shirt, man, and I love that right there, man. Appreciate that.
Word.
And listen, don't talk about it. Be about it.
Welcome to Carolina where them boys stack cheese.